Is there anybody that you haven't wrestled yet in your career that, if you had a chance, you'd want to, get back in and wrestle?
Not really. Whenever I do wrestle, and every once in a while I wrestle on the weekend and everything, I always tell the promoter to be very careful because I am 53 years old and I'm just not going to give the show that I used to give, and if you still want me, I can still, of course, write and read a poem, and I can do that backflip off the top rope, but as far as anything in between that, I'm past my peak. And I believe in, letting the young people take over. It's their turn. I'm just there for nostalgia. I always have a good time, and it helps me to feel young, to go out there again. But I've definitely, I have nothing more to give. But I do enjoy traveling, and I just came back from two engagements in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada, and I had a great time there, met all the young people, and it makes me feel good that they still remember me.
A lot of your time in wrestling, you've worked for a lot of various promotions. What would you say has been your greatest promotion that you have got to step in the ring?
I'd have to say WWE. WWE was great because I made the most money and, got to go the most places and work in front of the most people. And, ECW was great because of a completely different atmosphere, but WWE as far as, making the most money and doing the most things.
How happy you're about finishing up Living on a Prayer?
Extremely happy. It's been a long time. It's been a long process and a long time coming, and we had a meeting last night, producers meeting. For the listeners who don't know, I've been working on my own short film for a couple of years, and it's just an idea that I've had rumbling around in my skull, and I said I've just got to do it. It deals with 80s retro, and it's just a lot of fun. We're going to have the entire film up on the website here pretty soon. We're working on a couple of trailers right now, trailers that will serve different purposes. One trailer will be used as a television network pitch reel, and the other trailer will just to kind of get people interested in watching the short film online. So our editor has definitely got our work cut out for her, and we had many discussions last night amongst the producers.
What was it like having your father on the peak that he was on in his career?
Well, to me, I guess I was in awe. In other words, if you're saying, my personal recollections and feelings of him as a world-famous comedian, during the heart of his career, it was kind of a mixed bag for me. I was in denial in my earlier years, but I came to celebrate it. And I came from keeping it a secret to doing these multimedia presentations all over the country. My father, in my eyes, he was two people. He was Mo the Stooge and Mo my father, and the two of them couldn't have been more different. They even talked differently. But I really admired my dad as a famous person, and admired his skill, admired how he came, from playing hooky in school to become devoted to what he wanted to do as a career, and didn't let anything stand in his way. Based on those pieces of his life formula, it was obvious he was going to be a success.
What was your favorite state to work in when you were either in indie or back when you were in WWF?
Oh gosh, there were so many. We did so many. I still do so many independent shows. Of course, I like coming to the Midwest, like coming to Illinois, around Chicago and Indianapolis and places like that. Just great wrestling fans, great towns to be in, and really laid back atmosphere, and I enjoy it. I really enjoy what I do now, and sometimes it gets difficult out on doing these independent shows, but the majority of the time I go out, I have fun. Today, here's my theory. When I stop having fun, I'll stay home.
What do you think about the rumors that you died?
One of the rumors was I started getting phone calls that day from my family saying, Mike, are you okay? And I said, well, if I wasn't, I wouldn't be answering the phone, would I? And they go, why are you calling me asking me if I'm okay? They said, they put in the paper and on the internet that you're dead. are you okay? I said, well, like I just told you, I wouldn't be answering the phone if I was. And so it just revived a lot of interest in, hey, what's, Leather or Corporal, what are you doing, or where's he at? And actually, it was a good career move. WWE they made the statement, but they never retracted it. And I talked to other radio hosts and people and promoters, man, we didn't know what happened to you. Where have you been? What have you been doing? So actually, it worked to my benefit.
Well, Jamie, I know you've wrestled a lot of different great wrestlers in your career, including WWF, WCW, ECW. But either singles competition or with Wolfie D, who would you say has been your greatest opponent?
My greatest opponent, I'd say for myself, the best matches that me and Wolfie ever had was against the Rock and Roll Express and against Tommy Rich and Doug Gilbert. As far as, best matches, my greatest glory match for myself, even though it was a minute and a half, the job matches, the marks that today we call it, was when I wrestled the Road Warriors off the Night Raw, because they're the Road Warriors, Oh, yeah. And then the entertainment part of that was so good for me, and just to be able to wrestle with the Road Warriors, then of course WrestleMania 13, which of course that's the top of the world, Oh, yeah. That's the Super Bowl, so if you're on the semi-main event of WrestleMania 13, then you've accomplished your job. You've done about all you can do in your business. There's nowhere to go but down from there, because that's the top of the world.